Hello and welcome to today's Facecast. We're still, well, at least I am, still thinking about the beginning of things, beginning of the year. Probably will do for the rest of January. Still thinking about trying to map out and think about how I can approach this year in order to make the most of it. There's a lot of verses that will help us with that, but there's one that we're presented with this morning. And it says this, it's in 2 Corinthians, so it's the second letter of St. Paul to the church in Corinth, and it's chapter 12, verse 9. He said to me, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Oh, there's a lot of deep theology here. My grace is, well, let's take the second bit first. My power is made perfect in weakness. And of course, he's talking about our weakness. We might call it our sinful nature, our less than perfectness, our tendency to be a bit like we are sometimes, less than complete, less than wholesome, not quite the ticket, not quite full of everything we might need to be. We know that if we've got half a sensibility about us, we know that we are not complete. There are weaknesses in us. Often the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Sometimes flesh is willing, but the spirit is weak. We're not the full thing, are we? We are our pale and poor reflection of Jesus, our Saviour. As long as we know that, as long as we own that and realise that we have weaknesses, well then we can call upon His power, which is made perfect in our weakness. It's because of our weakness that there's room for Him to come and minister to us in our hearts and minds because of our relationship with Jesus. My grace is sufficient for you, it says at the beginning, because my power is made perfect in weakness. The grace of God is enough for us. It's sufficient for us. The grace of God is all we need. It will lead us into all other things. It will help us to find the help we need amongst other people and amongst this world. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. So there's this wonderful symbiosis of our lives entwined with God our Father because of Jesus our Saviour. As we dwell on Him, His grace, His goodness comes to us. And because of that weakness we have, His goodness is able to find perfection. We could do with a bit of perfection, couldn't we, now and then? We could for this year ahead of us to help us live our lives and serve God and serve others. My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Continue to own your weaknesses, but allow God to minister to you through them. Have a good day. Bye for now.